Hello, we're talking about teaching self-advocacy to students with ADHD or that have disabilities in general. This is something that is very close to my heart because I have a friend of mine that is going out and will be graduating high school this coming year who I've helped through a lot of things, and he deals with ADHD and Asperger's at the same time. So I've seen a lot of these things firsthand, and it's very important to learn about it, and a great way to do it by giving a presentation and teaching it also. We're talking about self-determination skills. Self-determination is a process more than just a definition of something. You need to be able to determine what your destiny is going to be, take control of your own life. And a lot of these students, see a lot of students with ADHD, feel like they're losing control. They have a loss of control over their own life. And they need to have a sense of gaining that again, and that's where self-advocacy comes in for us. We're trying to make these individuals as independent as they can be while also knowing that they have a core of people that are around them that can help them be self-sufficient and help them whenever they need it. How did you cope with going out on your own whenever you left high school, you left your support group, whenever you went to college or went to the workforce, whatever it was that you did? What things were you scared of, and how did people help you? That's a main thing we need to remember as educators. We need to remember how others helped us the most and how they pushed us too, not just coddled us when, oh, I feel sorry for you, but how did they really get us going to the next step? Strategies for self-determination. We're talking about all these kinds of things related to it: decision making, problem solving, all kind of normal things. Empowering students is the most important thing, though. We need to give them the tools they need. They need to know their strengths and their weaknesses, especially. We as educators need to be conveying to them what their strengths are so they know, oh man, I can do this. I can get help here. This is where I can do things. But they also need to know I'm probably going to procrastinate a lot. I'm having problems with my ADHD, so they know how to communicate that to their new teachers because they may not know what they're doing. Post-secondary learning, it's a transitional process, and we're looking for social accommodations. What does that mean? Social accommodations, think about accommodating someone in a classroom. If you're talking about social accommodations, all that means is we are taking an accommodation in a classroom, and by using self-advocacy, these students are creating accommodations in their whole lives. They're telling people, hey, this is how I learn best, this is how things need to work for me to learn in this situation, how I function best. And really that goes for all of us in our daily lives. This is just something that we really need to harp on for our students with ADHD. Steps to take as teachers, these are really important as we're going out there. Give the students more opportunities to take control of their lives and become adults. They need opportunities in their IEP meetings, especially. They're a huge deal for these kids to start self-advocating because they learn these skills from teachers and parents. Communication, they learn communication skills, speaking skills, how to be assertive, really, and encourage these students to make their own social accommodations, which we just talked about, and aiding in the transition process. Make those tough decisions. We're going to conclude with that. Making tough decisions is a big one for the students. They're going to have to decide what their major is, what they want to do with the rest of their life, whether they're needing to go to college or whether that's something that's not in the cards. Self-advocacy is not just an academic thing, it's a skill for their whole life. And like a lot of these things as educators, when we're talking about students with disabilities, we need to be teaching them, we need to be focused on academic skills and using academic skills to teach larger life lessons and helping these students become independent and great people out in the world. Thank you, and that concludes my presentation.